It's the Takeover. It's the Takeover right here on CBJ Radio. We're always bringing you the coolest artists on Wednesday nights, and tonight's no different. Nashville independent grunge rocker Shedonist. They had the album Young, Dumb, and Stupid. We played the hell out of it. They did a cover of a Kinks song on a tribute album. They released a video for Heroin, and now they're back with a brand new single called Ask Me Why. It comes out on Friday, and you might hear it tonight. Keep listening. We're excited to have vocalist, guitarist Jasmin from Shedonist back on the show. First, Jasmin, thanks so much for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Wow, the craziness of show business. But first, I don't know if we've talked. I think we talked to you in Nashville, but we talked to you in L.A. You might have been in Nashville one time. You've been there for a couple of years now. How's it going?
I really love it out here in Nashville. It's truly been a breath of fresh air from growing up in LA where I was. I really love how there's just a balance of city life and country life. 7 days a week, you got music, you got craziness on Broadway. People are partying till 3 a.m. But you can go 20 minutes in any direction and it's quiet. You can see the stars. It's a really good balance of the best of both worlds.
What's going on with the band? Let's talk about the band because there's been changes in the band. What's happening with the band? Every picture is you. I know you're way better looking than anybody else in the band. But, I mean, the focus has been pretty much you on all the promotional material. Tell us what's going on with the band.
Yeah. Well, so Connor, our guitar player, has been on tour with this band, Hook Like Helen, who you should definitely check out. They're really, really awesome. So that's where he's been most of this year, and I'm so happy for him because he's got to go travel and play his guitar for so many amazing fans. And then, our bassist Walker stayed in LA, so He's obviously no longer part of the band. But he is on this new release, and he will be on the next 3 songs that we release. And then our drummer Ben is also taking some time away from Shedonist. He did produce and mix and engineer this release that's coming out, and he is on the next 3 releases that will be coming out hopefully next year. But obviously Ben's talents have been spread super thin. So,
well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. It wasn't Ben in 27 bands. I mean,
I know.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is he still in anything?
He's in Karma Vulture. He's in the
Karma
Absurd.
Vulture. Yeah, that's right.
Not sure what else he might get himself into. He did get married this year as well.
Okay.
So congrats to Ben. It was a beautiful wedding.
Nice. So everyone's kind of, but you're continuing the torch. So I guess you must have recorded 4 songs then?
We recorded 4 songs, and the first one's coming out on Friday. The next 3 still have to be mixed and mastered, but we're going to hope to get those out really as soon as we can.
So what are you going to do? Yeah, you are going to get them out as soon as you can. So what are we going to do about a band? Because I saw one video you're playing with other ladies. I mean, Are you just playing with whoever now, or what's happening?
We've been playing with Elizabeth Cannon. She's got a band, Elizabeth II. Beth is probably the best guitar player I've ever seen. She can shred like it's nobody's business. So the plan is to just sort of write with whoever wants to write and record with whoever wants to record. Beth is down, and I don't know, maybe Shedonist will be an all-girl band eventually. We'll see.
Hey, that wouldn't be a bad thing. No,
and I feel like, especially having girls that can shred and girls that can play killer rock music, there's a lot of girl bands out there, and no disrespect to any of them, but I feel like the world needs to see strong women being strong and killing it,
Yeah, well, and that's kind of was, you being in this band to begin with, with female power and you doing everything different. I mean, you had a college degree. I mean, your parents probably, I guess they're still talking to you. I saw your mom in some pictures, so that's good.
Yeah, my parents still want me to move back home to LA.
I'll bet they do.
Unfortunately, can't afford it anymore. I don't know. Maybe we'll convince them to come out this way.
Yeah. Wow. Well, the Heroin video. So when did we do this? Because Walker, everybody was in that.
Yeah, we recorded that in Nashville. Walker flew out for that. Josh, my boyfriend, filmed that. And that was sort of our first ever collaboration on anything. And I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Well, and Walker, yeah, I saw a post that he put, he did the cover art for the new single, and then he did say that he's doing bass for it, so that's good. So he's still, and you said that he's on the next 3, and he's a graphic artist. You can throw him a bone by letting him do the cover art on everything.
I mean, I do pay him for his services because every artist deserves
true.
to get paid for their work.
Yeah, no matter what, whether it's your friend or not. But go check her out, Shedonist.live. She's on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Go check out all their videos. Go and follow her. They're on Spotify. The new single, Ask Me Why, comes out on Friday. How'd you get hooked up with the Kinks doing a cover song? Because this isn't Bent Knee Records. This is somebody else.
Yeah, that was actually through Walker. He's really connected in the pop punk world. And Mike from, I think it's Wicked Possum Records, reached out to him. And so we were able to get on that. It's a really cool record. They're coming out with a LP, with a record, like a vinyl, this Christmas that you can order. There's some really cool bands on there. And I think there was a plan to do like a mono version, mono mixes.
Yeah,
and
the old school sound.
Shel Talmy from the Kinks, I believe, is going to be mixing that.
Oh, wow. I mean, yeah, the Kinks, I mean, I'm old, Jasmin, but I still had to look them up. But I mean, they were like the biggest rock band in the 60s.
Yeah, they've got some hits. I mean,
they've got a ton of hits. When I looked them up, I was like, holy shit. Songs that you know. And the one you guys did, I was like, I totally know this song. And it wasn't even that huge of a Kinks song. No,
I feel like it was fitting, though.
Yeah, where have all the good times gone, especially after this year? I mean, you told me before we came on the air, this has been a year. I mean, band struggles. I mean, it's not easy trying to be a rock star.
No, and I work in entertainment. Walker also works in entertainment. And so with the strikes and everything, our employment has not been so stable.
Yeah, that sucks. With the writer's strike, the actor's strike, everything pretty much has been stagnant. So there goes your work. Yeah,
but I feel like, in times of struggle is when the best art is sort of made. And I hope that, with the big networks, the big companies being sort of quieter, it's time for more indie films and indie projects to sort of bloom.
Yeah, and I think they will. And they were. It's just everything and COVID. And it's not good timing. I mean, what the hell are they thinking?
We're living in real crazy times. Like, my parents survived a revolution, which is crazy to think about. But, I mean, the state of the world right now is not so great.
No, not at all. You went to Texas. You went to Austin. Where were you at? Was this like the Austin Festival? What was it? Where were you at?
Somehow, even though I don't make doom music and I don't really listen to like stoner doom music, somehow I end up at all of the doom festivals. This is the third time that I've been to Ripple Fest in Austin, put on by High Desert Queen, which are a stoner band over out in Austin. The community out there is awesome. Like, metal musicians are some of the nicest people.
Yeah.
It's not something that you would expect. The stoner doom crowd is definitely a little bit older. And so me, like a younger lady running around, definitely stuck out like a sore thumb. I didn't hate all of the attention, if I'm going to be real honest about it, but there was a lot of it. But no, Josh and I were filming, we were shooting Ripple Fest. Here's a question for you. I've been getting into photography as one of my side projects this year. Should I start like a separate page for my photography? Would people even want to see that?
I would start a separate page.
Yeah.
I would tease it on your page.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, you can do it on your, but I would start my separate home page.
King Buffalo was one of them. Acid King. I didn't know a lot of these artists to begin with, but
wow, the doom stoner crowd. Yeah, and all the dudes my age and younger were staring at you.
Oh, for sure. I got some comments. It's almost as if they were like, they knew that they shouldn't be making a comment, so they would make the comment and then run away. At least like own up to it. Like, let me berate you for your comment.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
funny.
Let me have a response.
Yeah.
They realized they were being old and creepy and disgusting when they said it, so they tucked their
I
tail and
mean,
ran.
I'm flattered.
Well, that's good.
Well,
Yes.
honestly, though, we were in Austin, Texas in September, and it was still 100 degrees.
Yeah. I was in
So I was
Austin.
definitely scantily clad.
Yeah. Yeah. Now go to her Instagram. You can see what she's wearing. She had a white shirt, shorts on. Yeah. I'll bet they were going crazy. But it's funny you say that because I interview all kinds of crazy metal bands and tattoos all over their faces and dreads and they're the nicest people. I'm like the ones that look the scariest are sometimes the nicest people you've ever. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I talked to Vajra last week and the guys on there. I'm like, Jesus, if I saw you in an alley, I would run. Nicest guy. But yeah, just it's.
We're all softies on the inside.
Yeah. We're all humans. We're all real people. Kind of. Shedonist.live. Go to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Go check out all of Jasmin's videos. She's incredible live. We'll get off that topic. Writers Roundtable. How's this been? I mean, I saw you like said I wrote a song and performed it the same damn day, so it must be working out.
Nashville's really cool. I mean, the level of musicianship in Nashville is really motivating, which I think is really good. People are just constantly hustling and writing songs and playing them all the time, for feedback, just to get better. And that's the way that you get better, is by practicing and by getting feedback. And so, with the band being so scattered this year, I've been doing a lot of solo shows, which has been really fun. It's definitely scary, scarier than being, supported by your big brothers behind you. If I mess up on the guitar, they got me. But if it's just me, it's just me. But it's definitely a worthy endeavor. And I've also been playing, like, singing on Broadway a little bit, which is not something I ever thought I would do.
Wow.
But it's really great practice just to see what you can do and put yourself in those scary positions.
How much does the set? I mean, what are you doing solo live?
I've been doing some Shedonist stuff. I've been doing some stuff that I probably wouldn't consider for Shedonist. Like, before I was in a rock band, I definitely was more of a singer-songwriter, and I wrote sad girl songs, which I never really wanted the band to ever be that, because, like, when I go to a show, I don't want to hear sad mopey songs. I want to dance and have fun. But that's just kind of what comes out of me most of the time. So it's been nice because Nashville definitely has an audience for that.
Yeah, I've never been to Nashville. I want to go there really bad because going to Austin and everywhere else, LA and everything, but I haven't been to Nashville. And I've been doing a country morning show and I've interviewed like 50 people from Nashville. I mean, it just has to be insane. Like you said, Broadway. I mean, I've interviewed a bunch of people that are playing on the second floor of Tootsie's or where the hell that's at. Yeah. And I mean, it's crazy.
Broadway's crazy, and Nashville locals love to shit on Broadway. And to be fair, I couldn't be on Broadway 7 days a week just because it's so chaotic. But when we first got to Nashville, it was COVID. We hadn't seen live music in a year and a half. We turned onto Broadway, and you just see bar after bar after bar after bar. Each bar is 3-4 stories high, and each story has another band on it.
Yeah.
And so after a couple hours, the noise definitely gets to be very cacophonous. But it's rowdy, and people are there 7 days a week till 3 a.m. They're there to hear covers. They're there not really to.
Yeah, no, they don't want to hear your own stuff, your originals.
But the crowd's definitely older.
Yeah,
a lot of divorced moms, divorced dads, a lot of like conferences. Parties. But they go down, like they get down, they go hard. I've never seen so many shit-faced divorced moms. It's kind of crazy.
Hey guys, Iculus, you're listening to this. You need to go to Nashville right now. Drunken single old ladies. That's perfect. Perfect for our crowd.
Yeah.
Not Jasmin, but us old guys. Go check her out. Shedonist.live. She's on Facebook, Instagram. Go to YouTube. Check out all of her stuff. Go to Spotify. Ask Me Why. Go and pre-save it right now because it comes out on Friday, and the more pre-saves, the better she looks. So go and do it. Josh, you mentioned Josh. He plays bass.
Yeah. My Josh.
Yeah, your Josh plays bass.
Yeah, he does.
What band is he in now?
He's in The Absurd with Ben.
Okay, that's what I thought. And he's also with Bentley Records with you.
Yep. We're holding down the Bentley Records fort, although we will have a brand update soon. We're going to be changing the name.
Oh.
For legal purposes.
Really? What?
Well, there's a band called Bentley.
Okay. So you're getting too damn big, Jasmin? You got the cease and desist?
No, we just, for trademarking and for all the stuff later on down the line, it would make sense. Because the two fields are very, like the band and a record collective, they cross over, right? Benny's still going. We're putting out another compilation album soon after the rebrand.
Okay. Soon after the rebrand. So go and check out our Instagram. There's a link to Bentley Records on there as well. I almost had a tear in my eye reading Josh's story about Lucky the cat.
Oh.
Because I have my two cats. I have to close the door else they'd be in here all over my computer. But have we got another animal? I mean, that had to be devastating.
It's really crazy because when Josh and I moved, we were like, we're going to get a cat. We're going to get a cat. And he was always on tour. So it was always whenever he comes back from tour or whenever I come back from LA or whatever. The day that he left for one of his tours, I was on a walk in our neighborhood and I just found this cat. We couldn't bring her inside because our roommates have another cat and she had feline leukemia. So she was an outside cat. She was the cutest cat. She committed genocide on all the small animals in our neighborhood. She would bring us guts and line them up neatly on our doorstep.
Oh, yeah.
The snuggliest, cutest murderer ever. But unfortunately, due to being outside, she was hit by a car. It was very, very tragic. And so we buried her by the river in our neighborhood. And not long after, we actually ended up finding another cat just in our neighborhood. We live in the country, so there's always cats, right?
Yeah, there always wild cats running around.
Yeah, we found this little boy. His name's Oberon, and he was not sick, so he gets to live inside. So he's safe.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's nice.
And he's a really smart cat. We've actually trained him to sit. He can shake, he can high five, and he can lie down.
Wow, really? What the hell kind of cat is this?
I'll send you a video. He's an orange boy, so he's chaotic. But he's very, very food motivated. I think it has to do with being born on the streets and having to dig through trash for food. He will not leave the kitchen. It's a problem. We're constantly stepping on him when we're cooking because he's just staying there. He wants a taste of everything. He'll eat anything.
Really?
So we've taught him all these tricks, and we're getting him leash trained because honestly, we liked having an outside cat because she was free. She could roam the neighborhood, and she would taunt our neighbor's dog. She would peek over into their window, and the dog would go crazy, and she'd just be like, "Fuck you, dog."
Yeah, exactly. Give her the cat look.
Yeah. So Oberon is learning how to walk around on the leash. Josh took him out on the leash a couple weeks ago, and within 5 minutes, he killed a squirrel and ate it.
Oh my God.
The cats out here in Tennessee are vicious.
This is half cat, half Wolverine or something. Half cat, half dog.
They are the apex predators of the suburbs of Nashville.
Wow, that's cool. Well, Ask Me Why, the first release of 4 that's coming your way. Tell us about the song, Jasmin.
Ask Me Why. It's kind of heroin-y. In that it's very moody and it has some quieter vocals in the beginning and then it builds into something bigger. It's sort of about just the things that you would do for love, like crazy, crazy, impossible things.
So what's the plan? We love Nashville. We're staying there.
I like Nashville. I mean, our dream is to have a farm and have all the cats and all the animals. I mean, definitely with the state of the world and the way things are, I guess, have always been. But I would love to be self-sufficient. Like, I would love to grow my own food and have all my own resources and not have to rely on like a corporation or somebody evil to eat,
Yeah.
and just fuck off away from society, my own quiet little land that can be my own, where I
Yeah.
can decide what happens on it. I think that that's not something that probably could happen in California. I think it would have to be somewhere in the country. I like Tennessee. I like Kentucky. I don't hate Ohio, which I feel like is a controversial statement.
Well, hey, Ohio just legalized weed, I think. So
I know.
they're getting better.
I know.
I mean, yeah.
Good for them.
Well, if it wasn't so damn cold out here, I was going to say you come to Wyoming. We got all kinds of land. We got plenty of land out here. But
Yeah, Wyoming, pretty cool. Josh is from Michigan, and he's like, we should go to Michigan. And I'm like, I'm a California ass bitch. I cannot
no, you
handle
can't handle
6
the cold.
months of winter.
No, Nashville's as cold as you're going to get.
Nashville, the weather here is kind of crazy though, because it'll be like 80 degrees one day, and the next day it'll be a freeze. We'll have a frost.
Yeah.
It kind of is bipolar and goes all over the place, which I also don't like. Like, pick a lane, fall, winter. We just had summer. Can't go back.
Yeah. Go and follow them. More is coming, which is good. It's Shedonist, Shedonist.live, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Ask Me Why. It comes out on Friday. Jasmin, thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Rock on.
It's a Takeover, CBJRadio.com.